Welcome to today's episode of Places, People, Purpose. We are still in France as there are so many places to explore and discover. For today's episode, we're going to journey to the area of Montmartre, which is a historic hilly neighborhood located in the northern part of the city of Paris. But before we dive in, I'd just like to remind everyone that you can see photographs of the places we have visited on our website, placespeoplepurpose.com. We also create a video for each of our podcasts that is available on our YouTube channel at Places People Purpose. Just to let you know that there are additional choices and options about how you experience each of the places we visit, in case you want to take advantage of those. Without further delay, let's jump into today's episode and discover the fascinating area of Montmartre. Montmartre is located in the 18th arrondissement of Paris, and originally it was a separate neighborhood located outside of the city of Paris. Despite becoming part of the city, it has retained its own unique character and still has a distinct atmosphere with narrow, winding streets and charming squares. These qualities set it apart from the more modern and bustling areas of Paris. Montmartre is known for its rich culture and artistic heritage and stunning views of Paris. The area has a rich history dating back to Roman times. The name Montmartre is derived from the Latin Mons Martyrum, meaning Mount of Martyrs. Legend has it that in the 3rd century, Saint Denis, the first bishop of Paris, was martyred on the hill, and a Christian basilica was built on the site. This early Christian association contributed to the area's religious significance. Montmartre was originally a small village situated on a hill, and it was known for its picturesque views of Paris. In the 12th century, King Louis VI constructed a royal residence on the hill, and it became a favorite retreat for French kings over the centuries. Montmartre's fertile soil made it an ideal location for vineyards, and wine production was a major industry in the area during the Middle Ages. The famous Clos Montmartre vineyard, which still exists today, is a testament to this history. Additionally, the Moulin de la Galette windmill used to grind wheat and produce flour. The Moulin de la Galette is famous for having been painted by Renoir in Le Bal du Moulin de la Galette. Along with the Moulin Rouge, these are the last 2 surviving mills of the original 30 which formerly decorated Montmartre. It is also the only mill that is still in perfect working condition. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Montmartre became an artistic hub. The bohemian atmosphere of the neighborhood drew in artists from all corners of the world, seeking both freedom and inspiration. Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, who lived from 1864 to 1901, is one of the most famous artists associated with Montmartre. He was a painter, illustrator, and lithographer who became famous for his depictions of the colorful and often scandalous nightlife of the Moulin Rouge cabaret. His bold use of color captured the vivacity of Montmartre's bohemian scene. Unfortunately, Toulouse-Lautrec struggled with alcoholism most of his life, which had a significant impact on his health and ultimately contributed to his premature death at the age of only 36. The legendary Spanish artist Pablo Picasso spent his early years in Montmartre, where he established his career and developed his signature Cubist style. Montmartre's melting pot of cultures and ideas heavily influenced his work. It was here where Picasso worked alongside other artists like Georges Braque and Juan Gris to develop Cubism, one of the most influential art movements of the 20th century. Though not Parisian, Vincent van Gogh also spent a significant part of his career in Montmartre. The neighborhood's cafes, street scenes, and artistic ambiance were thought to have had a profound impact on his artistry. Suzanne Valadon is an interesting story, as she posed as a model for many artists in Montmartre, including Toulouse-Lautrec and Renoir, before picking up the brush herself and gaining recognition as a painter. She became a renowned artist in her own right, known for her robust figures and bold colors. She was the first woman to receive the prestigious honor to the French National Society of Fine Arts. Montmartre's artistic legacy extends far beyond the notable individuals who called it home. The neighborhood's cafes, cabarets, and studios served as meeting places for many artists, writers, musicians, and thinkers, fostering an environment of creativity and experimentation. It was a place where avant-garde ideas flourished and traditional artistic boundaries were pushed to their limits. Today, Montmartre remains a popular destination for art enthusiasts. While the neighborhood has undergone significant changes since its bohemian heyday, its artistic spirit lives on. Its history, artistic connections, and unique atmosphere continue to make it a popular destination for tourists and a source of inspiration for artists. For example, the Place du Tetre is a square in Montmartre that is a popular gathering place for artists, many of whom display their work for sale. If you want to have your portrait painted or see various forms of art, this is a fun place to visit. Montmartre is also famous for the Moulin Rouge, a world-renowned cabaret and music hall. The Moulin Rouge, with its famous red windmill and extravagant shows, is one of the most famous cabarets in the world. Its history is a story of glamour, entertainment, and cultural significance. The Moulin Rouge, which translates to the Red Mill in English, opened its doors in the Montmartre district on October 6, 1889, during the Belle Époque, a period known for its artistic and cultural exuberance. The cabaret's signature red windmill, inspired by the original Dutch windmills, quickly became a symbol of the establishment and Montmartre itself. The Moulin Rouge is renowned for popularizing the provocative and energetic can-can dance. Can-can dancers, with their high kicks and frilly skirts, became a major attraction, drawing audiences from all over Paris. The cabaret became a favorite spot for renowned artists like Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, who captured the lively atmosphere in many of his posters and paintings. It was also known for pushing the boundaries of traditional entertainment, featuring bold and scandalous performances. The cabaret hosted various themed shows, and its risque performances sometimes led to controversy. Today, the Moulin Rouge continues to be a symbol of Parisian nightlife. It offers a dazzling cabaret experience with spectacular dance performances, extravagant costumes, and international recognition. The Moulin Rouge has inspired films, books, and a global fascination with its rich history and showmanship. Let's move on from the Moulin Rouge to a much different focal point of the Montmartre area, and that is the Basilica of the Sacré-Cœur, or Basilica of the Sacred Heart. The Sacré-Cœur Basilica was constructed between 1875 and 1914 and is known for its stunning white-domed architecture. The construction of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica began in the late 19th century as a response to the political and social upheaval that had plagued France in the preceding years. The construction of the basilica had political and religious overtones. Some saw it as a symbol of the French nation's return to traditional values and religious faith after a period of turmoil and conflict. The construction of the basilica was approved by the French National Assembly in 1873, and construction started in 1875. The building features a distinctive Romano-Byzantine architectural style, with its white dome and intricate detailing. The exterior travertine stone came from a quarry in France and is extremely hard, with a fine grain. It exudes calcite on contact with rainwater, making it white. The basilica was consecrated in 1919, after World War I. This consecration marked the formal completion of its construction. The basilica was built on the summit of Montmartre, the highest point in Paris. The choice of location not only made it visible from many parts of the city, but also holds symbolic importance as a place of spiritual refuge. The interior of the basilica is adorned with stunning mosaics, including one of the largest mosaics in the world that depicts Christ in majesty. The Sacré-Cœur Basilica draws millions of visitors each year, including tourists, pilgrims, and art enthusiasts. Its location on Montmartre provides panoramic views of the city, making it a popular destination for those seeking a stunning vantage point. The basilica continues to be a place of worship and reflection, as well as a celebrated tourist attraction. That's all we have for today's episode of Places, People, Purpose. Hope you enjoyed visiting this intriguing part of Paris. We will be back in Paris for our next episode before moving on to some delightful places in Spain. So please join us for our next episode of Places, People, Purpose, where we create connections to our world.